This is part 3 of a Physiotherapy Association of BC tutorial on how to find library resources on the members site. In the first tutorial we looked at an overview of browsing all of our library resources. In the second tutorial we looked at specifically finding journal articles, and in this third and last tutorial we're looking at PABC practice resources on our site. Let's start again by clicking on Library. And we're going to go to Search PABC Practice Resources. You'll see here that you can do an advanced search if you like, and you can also look at categories such as anatomy, arthritis, cardiovascular and respiratory, concussion, and so on. We're going to start our first search for patient education. Here you'll see we have a guide to patient education resources from PABC, and then other resources will appear such as multilingual health resources, the Physiotherapy Practice Forum, general health information, and so on. We're going to click on Patient Education. These resources have been compiled for members. They include patient education tips on how physiotherapy helps that you could give out to your patients, home exercise program resources that you might wish to use to create handouts for your patients, physiotherapy fact sheets, multilingual health information, health resources in general, and so on down the list. I'd like to point out also that we do have our mobile apps treasure trove, which may have some patient education apps in it that have been recommended by members. Let's go to Home Exercise Program Resources. On this page you'll find resources that will help you to create exercise sheets for your patient's exercise prescription. The one that we recommend most often is the Exercise Images and Rehabilitation Reference Center via CPA. You can email or print patient handouts that you can give to them. There are also a number of exercise videos, the mobile apps treasure trove that I mentioned, and the translated sheets in multiple languages. For our next search, we'll search for outcome measures. As you're probably aware, our knowledge broker Alison Hoons has been working on outcome measures for the past year, specifically the Total Joint Arthroplasty Outcome Measures Toolkit. This has also included a webinar series on using outcome measures, and we do have a guide, an overall guide for members on outcome measures. In the Outcome Measures Guide, you'll see steps to successful selection of a measure. This is from Alison's webinar. How to generally find most outcome measures, and then some specific ones like complementary alternative and integrative health, orthopedic, pediatric, rheumatology, stroke, and so on. I can help you to find outcome measures. As well, you'll see Alison's various toolkits, such as the Lateral Epicondyle Tendinopathy Toolkit. Toolkits generally have outcome measures as a part of them. Finally, we're going to do a search for Achilles. You'll see we have a Achilles Tendinopathy Exercise and Laser Journal Club, the Achilles Tendinopathy Toolkit, which is actually one of our most popular toolkits and very heavily used, as well as some other resources. Let's click on the toolkit. Within the toolkit you can see all of the resources, the summary of physio interventions, the treatment algorithm, exercise programs, low-level laser therapy dosage calculation, details of articles on interventions, med-surg interventions, and of course a webinar to help you understand how you can apply this to practice. Let's click on the summary of physiotherapy interventions. This document covers manual therapy, exercise, low-level laser, and so on. And here you'll see each intervention, the stage of pathology, whether acute or chronic, clinical research evidence, published expert opinion, the take-home message, and of course the clinical implication. A great resource compiled by Alison Hoons along with Physiotherapy Association of BC members. This ends our series. We hope that you'll be able to find resources on our website, and if you ever run into trouble, just email your clinical librarian.